Hello everyone, and welcome to Cooking in the 50's, your number one cooking program right here at KGQR Lloydville. Today we're going to be preparing a delicious, absolutely mouth-watering lunch, dessert, and drink. Now you may be asking, what could this mouth-watering deliciousness possibly be? Well, we are going to be making a turkey triple-decker clubhouse sandwich with a side of French fries and macaroni salad. For dessert, a chocolate pudding cream pie. And to top it all off, a very refreshing orange cream float. We're going to start off by mixing our chocolate pudding. Yes, I know. One should not start with dessert. But today we're going to. Because we're going to need to let the pudding sit for a little while at least. Enough time to jump to our turkey clubhouse sandwich. Let me get everything prepared and then we will start mixing our chocolate pudding. Okay. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to empty our 2 pudding packets into the pan. Just like so. Second packet. We're going to need 6 jars of milk. And we just pour it in. There's 1 milk. Here's 2. I've already added the remainder of the milk. Now we can stir. And we're going to continue this until it gets nice and thick. Now, keep in mind, it won't get thick right away to the point that we need it. That we'll have to let it sit. Just to thicken up to the right consistency. As you can see, it's starting to get nice and thick. That's just how we want it. Okay, that should be ready. Let's stick it in the refrigerator and start working on our turkey triple-decker clubhouse sandwiches. Now, let's get this delicious sandwich made. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put mayonnaise, a nice even spread on each slice of bread. Make sure you get every corner. When some folks spread mayonnaise, peanut butter, etc., there's a lot of spots missing. Now the key is, when you go and take a bite, you want to get every flavor possible, not missing bits and bobs. Just like that. And just a little bit right there. There we are. Everything is nice and evenly spread. Now for our turkey. Okay. And we're going to roll the turkey up like this. It makes for a more evened sandwich. Everything's distributed nice and evenly, like so. Now, for some American cheese. Put them in a nice little warm blanket. One more slice should suffice. There. Now, we put our first slice of bread there, like that. And now for our bacon, Swiss, lettuce, and tomato. Let's start off with our Swiss. Let's make it extra good. There. Now for our lettuce, and then finally our tomatoes. Get some good slices here. And some lettuce. Then we're going to want to put our last piece of bread on for our triple decker clubhouse sandwich. Now let's put a couple toothpicks in here and cut it. Let's put one right there. Here. Here. And here. Wonderful. And now we're going to cut it in an X to make tiny little triangle sandwiches. It's a pretty thick sandwich, but we got it. Now let's place it on our plate. Okay. And there we are. Now let's add some French fries. We've already pre-cooked the French fries. All we have to do is distribute them nicely. And here we have our delicious homemade French fries. We're just going to distribute a very nice helping. And there we are. Now, let's move on to the macaroni salad. Oh, I almost forgot the pickle. A delicious classic dill and a garlic there we are. Now we can move on to the macaroni salad. Here we have our homemade, delicious macaroni salad. Just pulled it out of the refrigerator. Now, the thing with macaroni salad is when you let it sit, it tends to age a bit. It'll start getting dark yellow, crusty. So we have to give it a nice stir. There we go. That should do it. we are. Now let's get back to our dessert. It should be at the right consistency by now. Here we have a delicious, buttery, graham cracker pie crust. We're going to now place our pudding in the pie crust. This looks absolutely amazing. I'm sure you folks at home are drooling. I wish I could share it all with you. I really do. So it's a good thing I used 2 boxes, because it looks like we're going to be using every last drop of this chocolate pudding. Look at that, folks. Delicious. Now for the whipped topping. All right. One more dollop should do. There. Now we spread it nice and evenly across the pie. There. And to top it off, a cherry. A maraschino cherry, to be exact. And if we can just pick a good one out, a real good one. Nice, juicy red cherry. Voila. If you enjoy cherries, you can place cherries all the way around this, if you like. It's completely up to you. Okay, well, let's put this back in the refrigerator so it can thicken even more. Then we're going to work on our orange cream float. You know what? I'm not done here. Let's add some chocolate syrup on top. Just a nice little drizzle all the way across. Excellent. Now we can slip this back in the refrigerator. Now for our refreshing beverage. The orange cream float. Here we have our ice cream, vanilla bean, our orange cream soda, straight from Lloyd's Bottling Company, our whipped topping, and of course, our maraschino cherry. Let's start by adding, let's start with 2 scoops and go from there. A lot of it is taste, If you're up for 3 scoops, then by all means. Add 2 scoops, or 3, which we may actually do. Maybe 1 more. Make it extra good. There we go. That feels about right. Now, let's add our orange cream soda. And we're going to just pour it nice and gently. Give it a minute to settle. And there we go. Next step. Our whipped topping. And last, our maraschino cherry. There we go. Now, let's cut our pie last bit of business that we have to do is cut and serve our dessert, the chocolate cream pie. And there we are. Let's grab our orange cream float and take a look at our delicious, mouth-watering lunch. All right, here it is. The triple-decker turkey clubhouse sandwich. Homemade French fries, homemade macaroni salad, a delicious chocolate cream pie, and a refreshing orange cream float. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching Cooking in the 50s right here at KGQR Lloydville. Stay tuned next time for another delicious, mouth-watering recipe.